between a linen and a tropical wool jacket, which is better for summer? Specifically, a 28-degree, 80% humidity summer in Singapore. Well, the answer isn't so straightforward. It depends on the fabric's weight, weave, construction, and a whole bunch of other factors. But for the sake of simplicity, let's just say you follow conventional menswear advice and go for a heavier linen, something like this Irish linen from Batman Nut, and a lightweight tropical wool like this Super 130s from Drago. Okay, full transparency, Proper Cloth gave me these suits to be featured here, and I'll earn a commission if you use my discount code. Now, the thing about wearing suits in humid summers is that, regardless of the fabric, you are almost guaranteed to sweat if you spend more than 10 minutes under the sun. Contrary to what other menswear influencers will tell you that a linen or tropical wool jacket will keep you cool. I mean, is it cooler than, say, flannel? Sure. But a jacket is still an extra layer. Literally, not wearing a jacket is the coolest thing you can do. To say that it actually keeps you cool, that's just not my experience. And honestly, it's better if you ditch the jacket if you can help it. That said, in an urban city like Singapore, spending more than 10 minutes under the sun is actually rarer than you think. There's always shelter or an air-conditioned building less than 5 minutes away, so wearing a suit is less uncomfortable than you think. On paper, this 400 GSM linen is nearly twice as heavy as this 220 GSM tropical wool, though not necessarily twice as warm because of how loosely woven both fabrics are. So, is one more breathable than the other? Well, if you do a lab test, I'm sure there will be a difference. Whether that's perceivable or not, that's another question. All things equal, I'd say they are more or less the same. But if you go by conventional menswear advice, all things are not equal. On a heavier linen like this, I think most people would go for something unstructured with no shoulder padding or canvas. And on a drapey tropical wool, a full canvas in the lining is preferable to give shape to the jacket. You can do away with the shoulder padding, but I'd minimally keep the jacket quarter line. With the full canvas, the wool jacket feels significantly heavier, to the extent it feels almost as heavy, though overall still a touch lighter than the unstructured linen jacket. So again, which is more breathable? Well, I'd say the unstructured linen jacket wears cooler, but only marginally. I know, kind of an anticlimactic answer. And that's because if minimizing discomfort under the sun is your priority, what you should really be focusing on is what's directly on your skin. In that aspect, the more interesting comparison would be between a linen shirt and a merino wool shirt. Both of these also from Proper Cloth. They are both breathable, though the merino wool shirt wears noticeably warmer, partly due to its tighter weave. Now, you'd think linen would be the clear winner here, but the thing about merino wool is that it behaves like a performance tee, in that it's great at wicking moisture away. In fact, wool can absorb 30% of its weight in water without feeling wet, so it still feels dry and somewhat fresh even if I sweat in it. So given a choice between a linen suit, linen shirt, and a linen pocket square if I may add, and a tropical wool suit, merino wool shirt, and a wool cotton pocket square, if I know I'm gonna spend an extended time under the sun, I'd go with the latter. Then again, those occasions are rare. For daily casual wear, where a suit isn't mandatory and I won't be outdoors for long, I'd go with linen. At least for my wardrobe, it's more versatile, not to mention cheaper for the most part. Unless of course your office has a smarter dress code, then the finer, more wrinkle-resistant wool would be more appropriate. Although I must say, the melangians do create a nice texture, which takes the edge off its smartness and makes the suit easier to wear as separates. So yeah, that's my experience wearing linen and tropical wool in the Singaporean heat. Hopefully you now have a better idea which fabric is best for you. And if you'd like to give Proper Cloth a shot, remember to use this code for 10% off your first order. Or if you wanna first check out my reviews of their jacket, shirt and trousers, go click on one of these. Okay, until next time, stay subtle.